What is up, A3 crew? Pilot 83 here, starting my tutorial series on the A310-300 Airbus by Inibuilds. I told you I would do a series on this plane, trying to make it as easy as possible. So obviously, SimBrief, guys, is going to be a big help. It's something I highly recommend y'all use if you do not use it. It is free to use. Download SimBrief. I'm going to try to use as little of SimBrief as possible. But there's things in the FMC that you're going to need SimBrief for to overcome. So we'll go over that in this video. But this is on console, so I'm going to try to make this as quick and painless as possible, of doing a cold and dark start to setting up the flight plan, taxiing it all the way to the runway right before takeoff. So let's go ahead and get inside the plane here. Check in my throttles here. All right. So let's go over here to our settings. First thing we want to do, we want to make sure that we have our units in wherever's appropriate for us. So for me, it would be pounds or IRS alignment. Now, depending on if you want this realistic or not, if you have it on realistic, it will take 7 to 8 minutes for your IRS to align. So I'm going to keep it on instant because it still takes it a minute. Keep linked instruments off, nose wheel steering on, and I'm going to keep all this as is. The reverse on throttle axis, all that's going to be different. Determine on how you have your reverse thrust set up and your flight controller and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and get to it. I'm not going off a 100% true checklist. This is a little something I've kind of advised myself and made that seems to work pretty well and efficient. So turn on your external power. Batteries on. All right. We have 3 navigations up here. The IRS, we want to go ahead and get those started. Bingo. Come down here to your IRS DYSP selector. Turn that to heading STS. And while we're here, we can go ahead and turn on the flight recorder. Go ahead and turn on your oxygen. Should go up there into the green. That is great. Now, everything that's orange, it says off. Quick little tip. Turn all those things on. So right now we'll turn on all our fuel pumps. Come over here to our probe heats, then window heats, come down here to your emergency exit, make sure they are armed, which they already are. We want to go ahead and turn on our nav lights, let people know that we are a live plane. Go ahead and turn that on. That is good. We can go ahead and turn on our APU master, click start. Then come down here to ECAMs. Go to APU. And it takes it about 30 seconds to a minute for us to start seeing it pressurizing up. But we will see that in just a moment. We can come back over here. We want to make sure that all the doors are shut, which you already know that they are. The grand power unit, all that's there. We're going to go ahead and put this on scale, because we're going to need these numbers in a minute. So like I said, I'm trying to do this without using as little to none of SimBrief. So we're going to put this on live. So this is what we currently have on the plane. So this is the time where we can now start setting up our flight plan manually. But like I said, SimBrief, guys, so I'll have another video going over that, where you could set that in your flight plan, even on console. It makes this a whole lot easier to set up. than doing this manually, because there's some obstacles we have to go over. So first you'll get this message, line IRS. We know we're waiting on that, and we don't have a flight plan set up yet. Nav occur downgraded, another message, just clear that on out. And then we're here at the home page. And the home page, you know, just has what our engine is, our active data, date, all that good stuff. Not really important. Alright, so I'm going to try to just manually set up a flight plan. Kind of just make it up. I do have SimBrief next to me for any of the obstacles we need to get over. Okay, so cost index. So cost index is basically your performance, how much fuel your plane's burning or not burning. We're not going to get too deep into that, but a good number is anywhere between 30 to 45. Being in the sim is really not that important, so I'm just going to put 45. I do have a cost index on my SimBrief over here, but we're not going to use that. FL, I always do 33,000. Oh, sorry. And that's actually what my flight plan is calling for anyway. So FL 33.0. So that's a good rule of thumb. 33,000 feet. Flight ID. So SimBrief's also going to give you a flight ID. We don't have to use that. We can make one up. That's probably the least important thing of us getting this plane started and flying. Click that there. Wind. So we can go to ATC and go to ATIS. So 27304. So wind at 273.4 knots. Okay. Now let's put where we are and where we are going. So we are at Pensacola. It's K P N S to cattle. Return. Okay, so we have that in there now. Now we're going to go to next page. So we need to put in our weights, our block fuel weight, zero fuel weight, takeoff gross weight, center of gravity. So fuel weight, these are in increments of 1,000, so it'll be 43.2. So 43.2. Zero fuel weight would be dry operating weight. It'd be 176.6. And that goes ahead and gives us a takeoff gross weight automatically. So very helpful there. Center of gravity we'll find right down here, 28%, so 28.0. Oh, and by the way, we can see our APU has rows over here. All right. So like I said, I'm showing y'all ways around SimBrief as much as possible. So from there, go to flight plan. Now this is the part where you're going to have SimBrief or have some knowledge of your flight plan you're trying to do, because we're going to have these discontinuities pop up that are a little bit of a pain. So we need to set our standard instrument departure. We're taking off from runway 17. And we need to select our approach, star. And I've done this flight many times, so I already know it, but if you did it, you would need SimBrief for this. So it would be ILS 26 right on Hobbit 2, insert. real quick. We need to go back to Init. We need to click Align IRS. There we go. Back to flight plan. Okay, so right after takeoff we have a discontinuity. So we are missing a waypoint that we need to put in. And if you did not have sim brief, you're not going to know what that waypoint is. I see what it is. It is CEW Navigational upgraded. That is great. If you're setting up a flight plan from the world map, no shame in that, but I recommend sim brief. So flight plan discontinuity, click there. CEW, and then from here I believe I can just go to clear and that. Okay, now this appears. Okay. And that goes straight to there from what I'm seeing, so we can clear that one. And I believe if I go up here to this, we should have everything all the way there. Yeah, so everything's there. So now we have a functional flight plan. But we're not ready yet. We need to go to takeoff approach. We need to set these. Now, this plane has a little calculator where we could get all this information for our speeds. Click on the plane right here. So you're going to need to know your runway length. I'm at Pensacola. Out of this runway is 7,000 feet. It's runway 17, so that'd be heading 170. Okay, now for this information here, if we're trying to get it from the sim, or what we're currently at, we can go to ATC, do what I did again, have that ATIS on, so wind is 273 at 04. And they want the temperature in centigrade. So 15. Altimeter 2992. Weight of the plane. We can go back to Init to next page, and our takeoff gross weight is 217.9. Calculate. There we go. So V1 is 130 or 132. So back to takeoff approach. Happy with the approach. Go around looks good. Okay. So now we could start seat belts. No smoking. We could turn on our pitch trim. Now if the IRS is not aligned, these will not stay up. These will click back down on your pitch trim. So a telltale there. Turn on your yaw dampers. ATS. Let's go turn this on for you. We'll click on DH. For takeoff purposes, we'll take this to -5. Then we need to set our landing elevation of where we're arriving. So Atlanta is 1,026 feet. I've not found a way to do the increments by the foot, so we'll do 1,000. All right, we go turn on APU bleed. We're about to start up, so we go turn on our beacon. Strobe to auto. Taxi. We're about to get ready to start. Put that there. Normally we will be starting during pushback, but for this we'll go and do it right here. Start 2. Once this hits 20%, we will hit engine 2. All right. Engine 1. While I'm sitting here, I'll go ahead and set these for takeoff. All right, we've now gone to the plane's power. The little cross feed there. 170, because that's our runway. We go set vertical speed. This is done by increments of 1,000, so we say 2,000 feet. And takeoff speed, we'll go ahead and set this to 220. Now I said, and this is just stuff I'm going off of some information I know about the plane. This is not from my actual flight plan. So these are just good numbers. All right, we can come back over here. We can turn ignition off. We can turn APU off. Maybe you bleed off. External power off. Push start, push back. He's attempting. Maybe he's not. What's happening with him? We can even turn nav on right here. All right. Taxi lights are on. We'll start our taxi. Go ahead and set our flaps down 2 notches in just a second here to flaps 15. Plane has a little forward momentum, I notice, and idle. Brakes on, we got our flap set. Set on TCAS. Alright. I wasn't going to take off in this video for y'all. I was going to wait till my next video. But you know what? Let's go ahead and take it off. And then in my next video, we'll start right back here at the runway. But we'll go ahead and start our climb. Got our flaps set. Going to toga. Takeoff lights. Rotate. Gear up. Up one set of flaps. Up two sets of flaps. We're on our way. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in my next video. I hope this video helps y'all out a little bit. We'll be going over the autopilot from start to finish, cruising, and things we need to have set during that time. But as always, thank y'all guys so much for your continued support of the channel. I'm Pilot83. See y'all on my next video, guys. And like I said, I will also have a video coming out showing y'all the sim brief and all that to help make things a little easier for y'all there as well on the console. Till next time guys, United we fly. If you made it this far, thank you so much. If you like this video and you feel like I earned your subscription, please hit that subscribe button and that like button so you don't miss out. Until next time guys, see you in the